Many times I like skinny knives. Being able to put them into your pocket and have them kind of disappear, being flat, concealable, just makes it a whole lot easier. So I've compiled some of my skinny knives so we can take a look at skinny knives. I have quite a mixture here of different sizes and weights, but wanted to just kind of talk about skinny knives and why they are useful and helpful. I think first and foremost, as I stated, just being able to disappear in your pocket. But there's also something too about just the form factor of having something really thin. Just kind of going from left to right here, I have a Kershaw 2200, so this is like the Ken Onion design. It's kind of like large size leek. This is older Benchmade Narrows. Really like this knife when it came out, just for the form factor. It's significantly lighter, titanium scales, so very lightweight. This is an SOG, so Studies and Observations Group Altair. I bought this knife because it was on sale and then ended up really liking it. This is a crossbar lock. Onion, this is a heavier steel scale, but you can see that it has a frame lock on it. Very durable, high lockup on that. Then we have a couple of different Ken Onion leeks, 3 different ones actually. So this is a carbon fiber model. It's going to be a little bit lighter. And let's see, this one has aluminum scales, so similar, just a little bit heavier than the carbon fiber. And interestingly enough, this one doesn't have any external scales. What's different, like this is more of a frame lock, like the larger one, where the other two are a liner lock. So frame lock is where the entire side of the frame moves inward, whereas the liner lock is set inside of the scales and you lock it that way. Now the Kershaws are all assisted knives. The other ones are just manual. And this last knife is by Vosteed, and this is their parallel. I think primarily because of just the very blocky nature of it. This is again a crossbar lock, extremely lightweight and extremely thin knife, to the fact that when I got this, I was almost a little afraid of it because it was so small in the hand, and came out of the box ridiculously sharp. I mean, this thing is, you got to be really careful handling it level sharp. All of these knives, I've stropped and honed on these knives and kept good edges on them. This is relatively new for me, this Vosteed. And like I said, it just came out of the box unbelievably sharp. And being it's my newest knife, has the least amount of carry. But I have found, just in messing with these knives, that there have been some really good benefits to having extremely thin knives. I'll zero this out. I'm going to put this on millimeters. So if we just kind of look at the thickness of these knives, you can see that this one is 8.9 millimeters. The Benchmade Narrow is 8.2. The SOG, it's 10.4, but it's such a small form factor that it feels much thinner in the pocket. It has a really deep carry pocket clip. You can see that pocket clip goes so deep into there that the knife really disappears. The carbon fiber leek is 10.3. Aluminum scaled leek 10.4. The regular scale 7.9. So this leek is very thin. Really enjoyed that. And then the Vosteed parallel is just impossibly thin at 7.2 millimeters. just really nice to have the ability to have a knife that will disappear into your pocket. But I found that your ability to get other items in and out of your pocket is beneficial. Oftentimes I may have a concealed carry pocket pistol. Just picked up the new Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Actually the Performance Center Comp version of that, and being able to have the knife on my right side, which is my dominant hand, and being able to have a pocket pistol in that pocket that I can easily access between the knife is a benefit. The other thing is sometimes you're wearing thinner pants, maybe it's summertime, and you want something that is just smaller in form factor, and being able to have a knife that just kind of disappears in your pocket is a benefit. Less weight, less thickness, but I find that these knives have given that opportunity. Some of it kind of comes to form factor too. What are you looking for the knife to be able to do? Obviously this knife is thinner but has a significantly larger blade. So if I had more activities that I thought might require a larger blade, then I might choose one of these two. If I wanted a knife to really disappear deep into my pocket, it's probably going to be this SOG, just because of that pocket clip being so deep set, and it's extremely lightweight and thin. I just love the Ken Onion Leeks. This is the first one that I got, was the one without the scales on it, and just really enjoyed this knife. These have a flipper tab on the back, but I've found that deploying it with the thumb studs is actually quicker. Like, it shoots out of there faster with the thumb studs than it does with the flipper tab. And then, as stated, the Vosteed Parallels, the most recent purchase. I'm still getting used to this knife, to be honest with you. It's so impossibly thin and lightweight. It almost is. It takes an adjustment curve to be able to carry this knife. Whenever I put this in my pocket, I do spend a few minutes just kind of fidgeting with it and refamiliarizing myself with it, because it is so small and thin and lightweight. But anyways, this is my thin knife set. I just thought I'd share that with you in case that's something that you were interested in. Good luck to you on finding a knife that fits your purpose.